Good Friday morning, everybody. It's time for another ASMR video. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already joined this channel, go ahead and just click that like, subscribe, and notification bell right now. And I will put a link right here so that you can go back and watch yesterday's video. This is more of a part 2 of what we talked about yesterday. Yesterday was about interracial relationships. Today is this part 2, and the title is Inspirational Relationships. Know their culture. If you are in a interracial, intercultural relationship, that's what it is. Intercultural relationship. Know their culture. That's the title. If you are in a intercultural relationship with somebody, get to know that person's culture. That is the best thing you can do. He said, well, and if you didn't tune in yesterday, yes, I am engaged to a Filipino. And I know a lot about her culture. Before I went over there in 2016, I spent about 5 to 6 weeks researching things on YouTube, Instagram, Googling, all about her country, the Philippines. What the weather was like, what the food was like, what their culture was like, and everything in between. So that when I got over there, I was not shell-shocked at all. The only thing I had to get used to, yes, was taking a cold shower. Because living here in America, generally, I would say at least, I would generally say at least 95% of us take hot showers. But when you go over to the Philippines, that's one of the things you don't get to take unless they warm up the water first. Is you take cold showers. So I want you to get to know your spouse's or your boyfriend or girlfriend's culture. Men, especially. If you're dating a woman from an Asian country or from another culture, get to know their culture first. If you're dating someone who is Hispanic, that is the correct term, by the way. Hispanic, not Mexican. It's Hispanic. Get to know the Hispanic culture. Get to know their language. Get to learn some Spanish. Now, for me, I'm slowly learning my fiance's language, which is Visaya, Tagalog. So now I'm not perfect at it yet. I'm slowly getting there. I mean, some words that they use when you meet somebody in the Philippines, you say hola. You say hello, ¿cómo está? You see, that's the same thing as in Spanish. ¿Cómo estás? They say it in the Philippines, ¿cómo está? Good morning, magandang umaga, magandang gabi, magandang hapon. Those are those 3 Filipino terms. Magandang umaga is good morning, magandang hapon is good afternoon, magandang gabi is good evening or good night. I think it's very important to get to know your spouse's culture well before you even go over there. I watched a video on one of the other channels that I am a subscriber to, and I think you all saw this. It was on 90 Day Fiancé. It was like 2 years ago, I think it was, something like that. It was 90 Day Fiancé. This guy named Ed, who was from America, and he was dating a woman named Rose, who's from the Philippines. This guy, he was so horrible of what he did. He made me angry. And I think that he made a lot of other people angry as well. He lied about his height. He totally disrespected his girlfriend at the time. Her teeth, her body odor, her house, even her family. And the fact is, he didn't do any research. The only thing he knew about the Philippines was what he read about or what he saw on the news. That's it. For me, I am pro intercultural relationship. I am for that. I want you all out there to know your spouse's culture and get to know them, because when you do, it will go a long way. One last thing. Before I even went to the Philippines, I spent 3 or 4 weeks before I even flew out there. I spent at least once a day on Messenger and Skype, having video chats with my fiance's family members, her brothers, her cousins, her aunts, her uncles, and some of her friends as well. And I did that so that when I got over there, it wouldn't be awkward. And when I got over there, they just welcomed me with open arms. So you see, doing the research before you go someplace is golden. Make sure that you do your research on your spouse's culture and country before you go, and it will save you a lifetime of pain and heartache. That's my message for you guys today. Guys, have a great weekend. God bless. Have a great Friday, everybody. You are loved by God. And remember, life is short. Make it count. Have a great weekend, everybody. God bless you all.